Hello guys at Craving English. This is my introduction video. My name is Josue. I am applying for the English teacher position. I have here some questions you guys sent me. What is my favorite part about being a teacher? I think the most exciting part of being a teacher is seeing how students make progress. Seeing how I've worked with students that have no previous knowledge of the language, so seeing how they're able to utilize the language in real life scenarios is very fulfilling. Seeing how they progress and how they get excited about the learning process. Um, what is challenging about being a teacher? Well, motivation. I think part of our job is ensuring that students are motivated and keeping them engaged, planning your classes so that they are engaging. So definitely one of the biggest challenges I've faced in my experience is motivation. So I think it's important to know what is the purpose of the student to learn the language. For example, whether it's due to a professional purpose, or are they traveling? Why do they want to learn the language? So that's key for us as teachers to hone in really in what keeps them motivated. What do you think is challenging about learning a new language? Well, I think the cultural part of it is challenging, and it's something that is often dismissed or overseen by teachers. It's definitely important to, as I mentioned before, to prepare students for real life situations. I remember when I was learning English, I learned with very outdated material. You know, back in the day when we didn't have much access to the internet, I didn't have the opportunity to travel at the time. So all I had available was really outdated material. Later on in life, when I had to put into practice the language, or when I had to really utilize the language, that was the most challenging aspect, the cultural aspects of a language. Can you tell us about a time you made a mistake with a student? Well, I think at the beginning, a mistake that I made, and most of the teachers tend to make, is not leaving enough space for students to talk, to make conversation. So I would focus on grammar or on theory content, or I would prioritize that over conversation and producing. So I really had to change the approach of my classes to make them more communicative, and really have a good portion of the time during class available, so students can practice and can start produce on their own. What's my perspective on error correction in the classroom? It's very important. Feedback is very important. As I mentioned before, one of the priorities when I teach English is ensuring they have enough opportunity or enough time to practice, to produce, and based on that, provide feedback so they can improve. It's important to be sensitive to the students and be aware of their needs. Be kind and patient, I would say, and it's also important to give them chance to self-correct as well. So sometimes it's a good approach to have them figure out what is it that they are missing, or what are their areas of opportunity. It really helps them self-discover. a lot about their process. Um, what could you do if a student seems nervous or untalkative? I think this goes hand in hand with what I mentioned before about the motivation. So a student that's untalkative or that's nervous, and this goes for all students, we have to make sure we're teaching in a safe environment where they feel comfortable making mistakes. So one of the rules that I set during the first stages of the class, or during the first classes, is this is a safe environment. No one's gonna judge others. Your peers won't judge you, and this is a safe space so that everyone can learn. Um, is company culture important to you? Why or why not? Well, it's definitely important. While it is important to work on the students' motivation, it is also important to maintain yourself motivated as a teacher, right? It's great to work at a place where you feel understood, where you feel the values, you share the same values. So it's definitely a key element of feeling comfortable with the institute or company that you work with. Um, what do I want to know more about Craving English? Well, I'm very excited to know about you guys. To be honest, I hadn't had the chance to know about you before. I'll definitely be doing some research. For now, I wanna know if you teach other languages. What's your perspective on the language learning process? And that is it. That is it for me. I hope to meet you guys soon. I'll leave you my contact information in case you need to contact me for additional information. And looking forward to stay in touch with you guys.